What's up, my barbecue loving friends? In this video we're cooking a grilled and smoked pork belly. I had made pork belly like this in the past, and honestly I had forgot how delicious it is and how easy it is to make. Sometimes simple is the best. Sure, a sweet pork belly is good, but this recipe, in my opinion, blows that sweet pork belly out of the water. All you need is the fresh pork belly, one good seasoning, and in this case we're using APC WOW, and a little time on the grill. The total cook time was only 3 hours on the Hasty Bake Roughneck, starting at about 350 degrees. Halfway through the cook, I rolled down the heat and maintained about 300 degrees until it was done at 200 degrees internal. Then I wrapped it and let it rest for 20 minutes. The Hasty Bake Roughneck did a really good job, and because it has such a distance between the fire and the pork belly, what you get is a delicious grilled and smoked pork belly with a flavor that's out of this world. While the pork belly was cooking, I made an easy salsa roja in the molcajete that pairs really well with a pork belly taco. And again, this was a super simple recipe too, and sometimes simple is the best. To make the tacos, I chopped the pork belly, stuffed the taco full, topped it with a fresh salsa and some avocado slices. Friend, if you ever really want to wow somebody, try this recipe and thank me later by tagging me when you do. It's so dang good. Let's get fired up and make some pork belly. Today I'm using some WOW. This is a really good rub. I'm not taking the fat off of this side. I'm just gonna put a little bit more oil. And we're gonna give it a nice generous coat because this is gonna be about a 3 to 4 hour cook. So we wanna have enough seasoning on there so that when the meat starts to sweat some of the rub off, it still has some of that flavor on there. All right, now make sure I get this side too. And that's it, friends. We're gonna go ahead and go fire up one of the grills outside. We're gonna cook this pork belly. We're gonna show you how to make pork belly tacos the way we make them in my house. Today I'm using the Hasty Bake Roughneck. We're rocking at about 350 degrees right now. It's just a small pork belly. I'm cooking with the lump charcoal and a little bit of pecan. So let's get it on and start cooking some really delicious pork belly. That's gonna be delicious, friends. Let's close the lid and start baking some pork belly. All right, it's been right at 35 minutes, and because we started out at pretty high heat, I wanna go ahead and check here. See how it's not even charred or anything? It's still gonna stay with the fat down. I'm just gonna rotate it 180 degrees. We should be good to go. All right, pork belly fan, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. Let's see what this pork belly looks like. Whew, got some really nice color. I'm gonna go ahead and flippity flip it. We're gonna sit there another 30 minutes, then we're gonna wrap it up for a while. It's been 3 hours. We're gonna check our internal temperature just to see where we're at. Oof, this thing's at 199, 200 degrees. Hey, this pork belly's done, pretty much. It's buttery soft. Yeah, buddy, I'd say we're done. I'm gonna wrap it with the meat side down, how I had left it last. Just kind of let it hang out here. I'm shutting down all the air, gonna shut down the heat for a little while, and we'll come back out here in about 10 minutes and take it in. All right, my friends, our pork belly is done. It's resting now. I love salsa, so I had to do something. And this is just one more way I wanted to show you guys of how you can do your salsa. This is a different molcajete that we have, and I'm gonna start with 2 garlic cloves. So I'm gonna mash those up here first. Drop the tomato in here. Cutting it up like that a little bit helps keep it from squirting and blowing up and blowing juice all over the place. All right, before I put my last tomato, I'm gonna put some OG in here. This is salt, pepper, and garlic. That's about a half a teaspoon, I would say. Get rid of that core. Smash these tomatoes. And I do like grilled onion in these salsas, but I didn't have any onions in the house today, so we didn't get to use onion. But if you throw some onion in here, it's really good. I'm gonna slice this serrano into little pieces like that. So we're not mashing up the serrano pepper today. And I'm gonna use 3 of these. Just throw them in there. Just like that. We're gonna press down them a little bit, but we're not trying to mash them all up. We want them in chunks like that, nice big chunk. That looks beautiful. I'm gonna take a chip and give it a taste. I have tomato, I have a little garlic, and some serrano pepper. That's good. Really good. I love that extra tomato flavor, and the serrano pepper doesn't necessarily fuse itself with the tomato because it's in chunks. What it does need is a little more salt. I'm gonna say that's another 1/8 of a teaspoon maybe. This should be perfect. I mean perfect for my pork belly tacos. All right, friends, this is our pork belly. It's smoked and grilled at the same time. That's one of the things I like about that little roughneck. It does a really nice job, and it just, man, it cooks everything really good. It kind of gives everything a nice smoky flavor, but at the same time, you're getting grilled because you're cooking directly over the coals. All right, we're just gonna take some of this pork belly and slice it across this way first. Man, oh man, look at that, amazing. It's still steaming hot. This looks super moist, super juicy. Oof, look at that. Oh my. I'm gonna cut a little bit more. These slices, look at that, just like a brisket. We have a little bit of the fat up here. A lot of meat on this pork belly. You can see here, there's a nice smoke ring there too. So I'm gonna take this here, chop it up a little bit more. I like to have it a little bit chunky. You could also do it in slices if you wanted to. I like to chop it. It lays down better. All right, here we go. We're gonna take some of this chopped up pork belly, put it in this tortilla here. We're gonna take a little avocado. I'm gonna take 2 little slices and put them in here. Now we're gonna lay some of this delicious, just made, homemade tomato, serrano pepper, and garlic salsa. This is gonna be epically good. All right, let's throw some more pork belly. Terry says I don't have enough pork belly in here. Check that out. All right, friends, our taco is dripping with smoky deliciousness. It's time to take a bite. Oh man, honey. It's been a while. I know everybody likes to make them, cube them up, put a bunch of barbecue sauce on them. Those are really good too. I've done that many times. But friends, you gotta try this pork belly taco. Smoky grilled, homemade salsa, a little avocado in there, seasoned with a little bit of WOW. Man, I'm here to tell you folks, don't get no better than this. I ain't kidding when I tell you, you gotta try this. These are simple, they're easy to make, no sauce, no glaze, no nothing. Friends, try them like this. I promise you're gonna love it. Tag me when you do. Thank me later. My wife's over there chomping at the bit. She's hungry too, so let me wrap up this video. You guys want some WOW or OG? You can get that at pitmaster.us. If you want to up your barbecue game, go to pitmasterclass.us. Keep the smoke light, make it work. Boom, boom. Buddy, you want a taco? Buddy wants a taco. We have our pork belly sitting on the little cutting board here. My dog Buddy's over here waiting for his Scooby snack. When she turns around, that'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a good dog dad. We've got 2 more. Let's throw them in there. What the heck? Oh, you want to taste 2? My wife wants to eat some too, so we'll leave them out. First, I'm going to give it a taste. There you go. Daddy's the good guy. Mama's the bad guy. Good guy, bad guy.